100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted.
Okay, Coach, historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Mariota now from the 50. Flush to his right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Now Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2. Green 18. Big Mike. I got him. 58, right over there. Right 5. Right there.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Rodgers going to throw. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle is made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers, he's got Lewis. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. The third year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Jump out! Silent, 64, weak.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
That's caught at the 3. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
26.
On first down, Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Jones able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He'll get this to Jay Kumaro. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Hey, Haywood!
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, a costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 1, Mariota. And his throw here's incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And he completes it to Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're...
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Za'Darius Smith in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you planning to move the ball against this defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done, and that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this number 1 defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They have been able to stop the run all season long. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
On second down now, it's Jones. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Complete to Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here we go with Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This complete to Jones. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers is going to let this one go deep. And his throw intercepted by the All-Pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 44, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Zadarius Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now Mariota. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers. Jones has it. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mariota on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll go again to Jones, and he'll get it down this time to the 17.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. To throw on third down, Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Rodgers now to throw. Touchdown, Packers! DJ Chark, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Again, it's Cohen. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. On third down, Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. So they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Again, it's Jones. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. But it's going to be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well-coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Mike, 44. What we got? 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike.
Mariota from the gun on third down. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
You go tight. You got 26.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. On first down, it's Jones. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the number 1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On 2nd and 10, Mariota, Zadarius Smith, getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. They've gone final now in our nation's capital, and it was the Eagles that wound up winners in that one. Carson Wentz, 2 touchdown passes in the W. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Mariota. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. First down, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike 42, Mike 42.
Throwing is Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Third and long here for Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong with.
Yeah.